I'm Hannah Yancey, and this is Recovery Inspired Hope.
Hey guys, it's Jamie. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Jamie Tall. Today we are on part 3 of our series, Strong Women in Recovery. And I'm so excited. Hannah's here and she's going to tell us about herself. Now, Hannah, I've been watching her. I was scoping her on Facebook for a long time. And I'm like, this girl has got some light. She's shining. And so I continue to watch her and continue to watch her grow. And it's just been so amazing. So, Hannah, why don't you go ahead and tell everybody a little bit about yourself?
My name is Hannah Yancey. I was born August 5th, 1991, and my clean date is July 22nd, 2018. I struggled with addiction since I was 13 years old, and I had a lot of trauma throughout my life. And I had some things that happened with my husband, and I, instead of staying sober, I ended up getting high again, and I stayed high for 3 years. I lost my daughter. I lost everything. And I had ended up going to jail. I served 14 months in 2 different counties for about 7 different charges. And whenever I was in jail, I was ready to throw in the towel. But I had met somebody who was actually in recovery out here, and they planted that recovery seed in my head. I was ready to go to prison, and I met this girl, and I decided that I wanted what she had. So she had helped me get into the Palm House. I've been there I graduate in 23 days.
Awesome. Thank you. Congratulations.
Really, I chased my recovery the way that I chased my drugs. That's the only way to look at it for me.
Yes, absolutely. So now, okay, you said 13.
Yeah.
What were you doing at 13 years old?
We moved into a bad neighborhood, and so I started smoking pot at the age of 13. At the age of 15, I started doing pills. I started drinking. I witnessed my best friend die in 2007, and I had to tell his family, and that led on to alcoholic. I realized I was an alcoholic, and then 2010 was a very bad year, and I ended up starting doing meth.
Okay. So now so I know you said that you went to jail, you met somebody in jail. She was in jail with you?
She came for a few days, and then she got out.
And she kind of introduced you. She told you about recovery?
Yeah, I was in recovery before this. I went to a rehab back in 2016, but the willingness wasn't there. I lasted 4 months, and within a year, I was back on it.
Okay.
So, this time, I realized I didn't want to lose my life. And whenever I went to jail, I weighed 83 pounds.
Wow.
They really thought I was going to die in jail, but luckily I didn't.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, we're happy you didn't too, because we, Athens community, love some Hannah. We love Hannah. Okay, so tell me, I want to talk a little bit about, being that this series is Strong Women in Recovery, what kind of challenges do you feel like you have faced as a woman being in recovery?
My biggest challenge is everyone says you got to know your worth. But my biggest struggle is I don't know what my worth is. I have very low self-esteem, and I've never known my worth. I've been out here and I've been chasing this real hard, and I still do not know my worth whatsoever. And everyone's like, open your eyes. And I'm like, I just don't see it.
Wow. That is definitely something. So for me, my gateway was actually diet pills, because I struggled with self-image, body dysmorphia, anorexia, and I have always twisted the idea of my worth as in how much I weighed, or what size I was wearing, and that has always been so hard for me. And I took a period of time when I was in recovery. For the first 18 months, I kind of did it my way. I was good, I was involved, but then after when I hit 18 months, something had happened, and I kind of threw my hands up and was like, you know what? I really need to focus on me, and I need to find out what Jamie likes and what Jamie wants to do. It was like I finally found someone that was worth investing in.
Mm-hmm.
And I see that, you know, a lot with women, you know, and I think that was where, you know, and a lot of times, like, my worth came from accomplishments, you know, so I'm like chasing accomplishment after accomplishment after accomplishment, and that was like, okay, like, I must be worthy if I, you know, have done this, and I got my massage license, and I started a business, or if this guy likes me, or if, you know, these people want to hang out with me, then I must have something, you know. And it really just took, I love what they say in our program. They tell us, you know, we'll keep loving you till you can love yourself.
Somebody told me that whenever I first came out here, and I was like, what does that even mean?
Yeah.
What
Yes.
do you mean? And then finally I was like, oh, that's because I don't love me. So y'all are gonna just help love me until I figure out why y'all love me so much.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Awesome. So, do you what is the most important thing to you regarding, like, your sobriety? Like, what is your most important tool in, like, your pathway?
My connection with my higher power.
Mm-hmm.
There, like, before going to jail, I didn't believe in God. I did not. While I was in jail, I thought, well, I really need a miracle if I'm going to end up getting out of this.
Mm-hmm.
And he showed up and he showed out. Like, my mom was like, she's going to prison. And then finally, one day, I wrote a 6-page letter to the judges and all the investigators, everything like that. And they had approved me to get an OR bond. That was God showing me something. Palm House held my bed for 7 months.
Wow.
That was God showing me something. And whenever I feel like my connection isn't there, like the other day I was working on step 7, and I was in this really bad funk, and I was like, I need to go to a meeting. I was in a funk. Everyone was like, what are you grateful for? And that day, the only thing I could say was, I'm grateful I'm clean. That was the only thing. Like, I was struggling so hard. And, you know, whenever Kendra passed away, at that given time, it had been 51 days. So me and somebody go to a meeting, and somebody sharing about how they're in this funk and they can't get out of it. And I was like, okay, I hear you. And then somebody else said, you know, the only thing some days I can be grateful for is I'm clean. I was like, okay, God, I get you. Like, you talking to me. And then this third person shared, and he says, today I have 51 days clean. And I was like,
wow. I just got chills. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so my God showed up and showed out. Like, chill out, you're right where you need to be. And later that day, I had finished step 7 with my sponsor, and I was talking about all of this with her. I was like, you know, I think I needed today in order to finish step 7. Like, he shows up and he shows out whenever I really need him to.
Yes. Wow, and it's evident.
Yeah.
It's awesome. You can always, like, look back on that, like, okay, God, whatever I'm going through, well, I know you did it that time, you know, for sure. So I have faith. I believe you can do it again. Yes, that's awesome. So tell me, what do you think, like, what could be done, like, what could we say to women who are struggling with worthiness, for feeling like worthy for recovery, worthy for a good life?
I thought I was gonna die an addict. I did. I never thought I was gonna want to get clean. I never thought I was gonna find that willingness. But whenever I meet all these people in recovery and I see what they have, I can have that. Anybody can have that. It's just, you gotta realize that all of us have got to realize that we are very much worth it. It's not worth our lives anymore. Like, we do so much fun in recovery. We're always doing outings. We're always networking. Like, whenever we're struggling, reach out, because if you reach out, that will help. People will help pull people back, like pull them back up, you know. The only thing, because I struggle with worth, but the only thing that I can say that is that if you don't leave before the miracle happens.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. And Hannah, you actually started a group that for fun outings. Like, you're like, oh, if this wasn't fun enough, we're about to bring it up a couple notches, right? I mean, I felt like so special, like, because she sent me like invitations, and I was like, oh my goodness, that is so cool. Like, wow.
But like, it's for everybody in the community. Like, I have friends who come down from back home and go with us. Like, these groups are getting bigger and bigger because that's what it's all about. Someone had came to me wanting to make this page, and so me and her made the page together. And it's so then people can grow their network and see how much fun sobriety can be whenever you're not using. We do something every Sunday. Every Sunday we're out doing something.
Yes. And I know, I came in, it was 8 days before my birthday when I came into recovery, and I was thinking, lame birthday, from here on out, my life is over. I will never have fun ever again. And that's so not the case.
No, it's that my birthday is 2 weeks after my sobriety day, and this was my first birthday not in jail, sober. And one of the girls at the Palm House was like, come on, we're going to go out to eat. And whenever we show up at the restaurant, there's 20 of my people in my network who's just like singing happy birthday. And I'm just like,
oh my goodness.
What is going on right now?
Wow, that is awesome. And that must have made you feel so good.
I've never had anybody do that for me. So that tells me that I gotta be worth something, and all these people
if all these people are telling you, if all these people love you, yes, absolutely, that's so awesome. So what would you say, a piece of advice for a lady who maybe might be watching this, who is saying, like, I want to get sober, but I don't know if I can? What would you tell her?
I didn't think I could get sober. I got sober because of jail. But if you really want to get sober, then it's very much worth it. Like, it's very life-changing. The things that can happen whenever you're not using or you're not drinking, whatever it may be. Like, go to a meeting. Even if you're not clean yet, it's fine. Go to a meeting and listen to everybody's experience, strength, and hope, because whenever I got out here, I was so scared. And going to a meeting and listening to people share and actually realizing that I'm not alone in this world, that's what gives me my push. Like, it was so hard before. I didn't have the willingness, but now, like, I talk to my sister, I talk to my brother. I've seen my daughter, which I hadn't seen my daughter since May 2017. I thought I would never see my daughter again. And my sister surprised me one day and I was like, oh my God, like, keep pushing through, because it's not worth your life. It's not.
Yep, yes. I mean, I've seen just such amazing miracles happen with people in recovery, just things. Just when you start on this journey and you just start doing the next right thing and allow God some insight in there, it's like, I've seen some amazing things happen. I'm super grateful. I'm super grateful for you. Thank you so much for everything that you shared and your transparency with everything. That was very, very courageous of you. So next time we will have part 4 of Strong Women in Recovery, and I believe Lindsay Carter is coming up next on the next episode. So we're really excited about that. So we'll see you guys soon. Make sure you subscribe to Jamie Tall on YouTube, and we'll see you later.
Bye.